Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce a living legend of comedy, Carl Peckham.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me no pleasure at all to be called a living legend. When people say that, I'm afraid they mean it's a legend I'm still living. I know you came here tonight to hear me talk about my great career in comedy. Well, forget it. I'm gonna talk about sex. That's right, sex. I may not do it anymore, but I can still talk about it. Sex is what separates the men from the boys. Unless you happen to like boys. Actually, sex separates old men from everyone else. Unless you happen to like old men. Seriously, even my own right hand isn't interested anymore. And we're living together. Just last night, someone sent me a stripper for my birthday. She walks right into my house, takes off all her clothes, and asks me, "Is it hard yet?" I told her, "Honey, it's not just hard. It's impossible." Look, I know that's an awfully old joke, but I'm an awfully old man. So enough of this already. Let's get on with the show.
Boss, I'm at Peckham's house. You just hold the space, I'll get the story. Yeah, we've been through this all before. I get him to say something inflammatory about women. The feminists hate him, so everyone buys the issue.
You expect me to buy that?
Right. Just trust me on this one.
Go away!
Mr. Peckham? I'm Ernest Mills from Showbiz Magazine. I'm a reporter, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a statement as why women's groups will be picketing outside your birthday party tonight at the Comedians Guild?
They're mad, because I don't date anymore.
Did you say something intentionally to offend them, sir?
I never intentionally offend anyone, you vomitous sack of infected monkey dung!
Does this mean I won't get an interview, sir?
Why? So you can spread lies about me? So you can make up some big scandal to exploit me? So you can throw my name in the dirt just to make a cheap buck?
Why not, sir? Your reputation for hating women is legendary.
So is Bigfoot. That doesn't make it true, you son of a bitch. Come on in. Let me set the record straight.
Mr. Peckham, people say you're a world-class misogynist.
Is who? I don't remember having her.
Why do all your jokes make fun of women?
I'll be a pretty poor joke if it didn't make fun of somebody.
But why women?
When I was a kid, I adored women. Thought they were the best, the greatest. The most precious, the most wonderful things in the world. You know the way your generation feels about money?
Who was the first woman you felt that way about?
The lady across the street from me in Brooklyn. She was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Sounds exciting.
My doctor says I'm not allowed to remember it.
How old were you?
10 and a half. And all I wanted in the world was to look at her.
Rex, it's her. If you bark now, I'll kill you. Shh. Oh, God. Please, please, God. Don't let her stop. If she takes off all her clothes, I'll do anything you want, okay? Oh. Hello, my name is Carl. I guess we're neighbors. It's a pleasure to see you. No, I mean, it isn't a pleasure. I mean, it is a pleasure, but I'm sorry about it. Nice weather we're having lately. Maybe you'd like me to go now? No.
You're very funny.
There, revealed to me for the first time, was woman's naked form in all its terrible beauty. The most magnificent and powerful sight in all the world. All my life, whenever a woman's gotten undressed for me, I felt like I was witnessing a miracle. I can't believe how beautiful they are.
Did your parents ever find out?
No, and that's a good thing, too. They had very old-fashioned ideas about sex. Mom thought it angered the volcano gods.
But you grew up in Brooklyn. There are no volcanoes in Brooklyn.
There wasn't much sex either. I remember one time my mama found me playing with myself. She made Dad have a long talk with me.
You will go blind if you keep playing with yourself. You hear me? You will go blind.
I'm over here, Papa.
Huh? I warn you, son. If you don't stop this terrible habit now, you will never be able to stop. You'll enjoy it so much you won't want to ever do anything else. You'd rather do it than eat. You'd rather do it than sleep. You'd even prefer to working. And do you know what happens when you don't work? You wind up a hopeless bum playing with yourself in the gutter. And even then you won't stop playing with yourself until you die of exhaustion.
It sounded like so much fun. I decided never to quit.
What about when you were older? What was sex like in high school?
It's like a fantasy. Just like a fantasy. Nothing real ever happened.
It'll be fun. Hey, Carl, that was a funny gag you pulled in history.
Well, I have just trouble believing that Nathan Hale's only regret was he had but one life to give for his country. I mean, would he really have been happy if they'd have hung him twice? I think his only regret was he didn't have somebody else's life to give for his country.
That was great, Carl.
Well, let's stick around. I can do more.
No, thanks. We're all going over to Susie's house to feel each other up.
Bye.
Go on, Carl. You know you like her, and go ask her out.
What if she said no?
Would you be any worse off than you are now?
Sure. Now I just feel all alone. If I asked her out, I'd feel alone, ashamed, anguished, alienated. And that's just the A's.
Go.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Laura. I was thinking how nice it would be to spend some time with you sometime. But if I ever asked you out, I'd probably see something really awkward like Hi, Laura, you wouldn't want to. No, of course you wouldn't. I'm sorry. Would you like to maybe go out with me? So?
So?
Hi, Laura. You wouldn't want to? No, of course you wouldn't. I'm sorry. Would you like to maybe go out with me?
I'd sooner kiss a pig. And I keep kosher.
Badgered, battered, berated, betrayed, bitter, weak. Shall I go on?
Please do.
Bothered, bruised, burdened, burned.
Did you ever fall in love?
I did. My senior year in high school. Her name was Carol, and she was a goddess. But I never knew what to say to her. What do you say to a goddess?
Would you mind if I sacrificed the goat to you?
Wouldn't bother me, but I don't think the goat would like it.
I'm Carl Peckham. I'm in your drama class.
I know. You're the one who did the speech from Romeo and Juliet with an Italian accent.
So, it takes place in Italy, doesn't it? But the soft. What the light through yonder window breaks, eh? Hey, what do you think? It is of the east, and a Juliet, she's of the sun. That's pretty good, eh, boss?
And let those that play your clowns speak no more than is set down for them. That's from Hamlet.
I don't suppose you're not doing anything tonight?
You are relentless, aren't you?
I don't know. I thought maybe, we could go for a walk, have dinner, get married.
Don't be so serious.
Who's serious? I've been joking since this conversation started.
I know, but that's just your way of being serious. You think because you're joking about everything, you can be as serious as you want to. But just don't get serious about me.
Why not?
Because I won't get serious about you. I won't get serious about anything except for becoming a great actress.
Can we at least be friends?
I'm counting on it. I'll see you in school tomorrow.
I'm in friendship! I'm in friendship! She friends me, she friends me, she friends me, she friends me.
Whoa!
She friends
You got dumped in the trash again.
No, it's wonderful. She wants to be my friend.
Carl, you're gonna get something better than friendship. Tonight, I'm taking you to a place where you can't miss.
I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
What's the matter, Carl? Don't you want to become a man?
Not yet. If you're a man, they send you overseas to be shot at. I'm gonna wait till the war's over to become a man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go home and play with my blocks.
You're going to become a man tonight, so just relax.
This will be the best time of your life.
What happens if I can't do it?
Your puds will fall off.
Thanks for taking off the pressure.
Hello, Herbie.
I'd like to purchase an interlude of erotic delight with one of your prettiest young courtesans.
What about your friend?
I'd like to get laid.
We're awful busy tonight. I got a couple of girls available, but just one vacant bedroom. You want to share it? Or would you rather wait?
I'd be happy to.
We'll take the room.
Herbie, I think I'd like a little privacy.
You want to do it with just you and the girl.
I'd like to do it with just me there.
Well, Here you are, boys. Take your pick.
Since this is your first time, why don't you choose?
Can I have the young one?
The what?
Younger. The younger one. Because obviously you're both very young, attractive girls, and I'd be happy to have either one of you young, attractive. I was just
Okay, Carl. Why don't you take her? Just to show her there's no hard feelings.
Is that all right with you, Carl?
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine.
$4 each in advance, boys.
I was planning on going to college with that money.
You'll get a better education here, kid, than you'll ever get in college.
What a delightful woman. She belongs in Paris. She'd make the perfect mate for the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Go get her, Tiger.
Well, what do you say we introduce ourselves and get acquainted? How do you do? My name is Carl.
I'm Martha. Take your clothes off.
I think you're a lovely girl, Martha. Do you come here often?
I work here.
I know, I was just trying to make conversation.
You're strange.
Sorry.
It's all right. I've had stranger than you.
I could be stranger if you'd like.
No, you're strange enough.
Couldn't we get to know each other first a little?
No.
We need to get acquainted.
All right. I think it's time you got acquainted with some of my most popular features.
Sure, you got better features than that. I'm like your mind.
Oh, I've got a fine mind, yeah. Men come from miles around just to get a piece of it.
This isn't gonna be very romantic, is it?
You want me to get Madame Heller up here to play the violin for us?
I just wish we could be friends first.
Oh, what about them? You think that they're friends?
They seem to enjoy each other's company.
So, are you going to enjoy mine or not?
I don't think I can have sex with someone who doesn't even like me.
What is the matter with you, kid? You come up here to buy me. You make cracks about my age, and then you act heartbroken because I don't love you. Well, this is sex, not love. And when it comes to sex, I am the best there is.
I'm sorry, I guess I'm not ready yet.
There's no refunds here.
It's your $4.
Hey, Carl, what's the matter? Dig in.
I've lost my appetite. You can have my share if you'd like.
Thanks. Come on, Martha, join the fun.
What's the matter, Carl? Do you think God gets mad at people for things like this?
I don't think God even knows about things like this.
Okay, Carl, it's your loss.
Oh.
So at that time in your life, lust wasn't enough. You decided to wait for love?
Yeah. But the next day I decided to give lust another shot. Unfortunately, the police commissioner closed the place down.
Why? Did they miss a payment?
No. They gave him the payment, but they also gave him the clap.
You must have felt very lonely.
Actually, that was the happiest year of my life. Because of Carol. We had a lot of laughs.
do you ever dream about the future?
Sure, I always dream about the next time I'll walk through the park with you.
No. I mean the future like when we're all grown up. When I'm a great actress and you're a famous comedian. Won't that be so exciting? We'll make people laugh and cry. We'll both be rich and famous. What could be better than that?
Walking through the park with you. Why won't you let me help you with your homework?
Why should I? My grades are better than yours.
Yeah, sure, but haven't you ever heard of learning from your mistakes? How can you learn from mistakes if you never make any? And the first mistake you should make is...
listening to you.
See, you're learning already. Where would humanity be without mistakes? Nowhere. Because Adam and Eve would be all alone in paradise. Of course, they'd be about 10,000 years old. Yeah, and Adam would be saying, gee whiz, sometimes I wish I'd listened to that snake and eaten the apple while I still had my teeth. Maybe I can gum a piece if I smash it with a rock. Eve, I just noticed. You're naked. You're naked, but you're 10,000 years old. Why didn't I eat that apple when we were younger? So you see how important it is to make mistakes when you're young? Well, go out with me, and I swear it'll be the biggest mistake of your life.
I don't want to get serious.
Hi, Sam.
Oh, afternoon, Mr. Peckham.
Sam, I don't know what to do. I love this girl so much, but she just thinks of me as a friend.
Now, Miss Peckham, now you don't want to be asking no advice from colored folk now, do you?
Why not? Your advice is as good as anybody's.
Oh, that's nice of you to say, Mr. Peckham. That's nice of you to say. But,
most white folk think colored folk who give advice is uppity.
And they give us an awful bad time.
I wouldn't think that, Sam. I've known you for years.
So, you wouldn't think I was uppity?
Of course not.
Very well, then. The principal thing a man must do to attract the fair sex is project assurance. There's nothing a woman finds so appealing in a man as a firm conviction of his own self-worth. And most important of all, and this is vitally important, stop being a whiny little schmuck.
Thanks, Sam.
Unfortunately, I was too much of a whiny little schmuck to take Sam's advice. So I decided it was time for me to leave home, too. I told my parents I was going to be a comedian, and they were very understanding.
Thanks, Mom. You too, Dad.
What happened?
My parents want me to work at my dad's dry goods store. I told them I like to make people laugh. Dad said, mark up the gabardine. It's his idea of a great joke.
So?
So I told them I had to be a comedian. And they were very understanding. Dad understood I'd lost my mind, and Mom understood I didn't belong in their house. But it's okay. I got a booking next Tuesday in Kansas City. Well, it's a crummy little theater and the pay isn't much, but it'll give me a chance to do what I've always wanted. Starve to death in a cheap hotel.
You are going to get somewhere.
I don't think I'm gonna get to the train station.
No, you're going to be a big success. I think this is wonderful.
The only thing that bothers me is it's gonna be a long time before I see you again.
We can write.
You can write. I'll have to draw pictures. You see my grades in English? My dog could have done better. In fact, I showed it to my dog, and he said it was awful.
You told me your dog died years ago.
I brought him back for the joke.
Well, for a joke like that, he was better off dead. Artful.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too. It's been a great friendship.
I wish it could have been more. In those days, the earlier you appeared on the bill, the worse your spot. That was because most people didn't show up until the show had already started. Finally, after a year of hard work, they took me down to number 2. It was almost good enough to be classified as putrid. John Alden says to Priscilla Mullins, Miles Standish wants you to marry him. And she says, why don't you speak for yourself, John? And he says, but I don't want to marry him. Is there a laugher in the house? I know you're out there. I can hear you wincing. Look, these are good American jokes, friends. Some of them came over on the Mayflower.
You're Carl Peckham. You are, aren't you?
No, I'm just using the name because it was already on the program. I was gonna call myself Myron Scrooge and his trained seals, but Peckham and I are billing.
You're funny.
Yeah? Maybe I should stop balancing a ball on my nose and go into comedy.
Comedy's so funny, isn't it?
Well, it should be.
And it's very sexy. I like comedians. I like them too much. Whenever I meet a comedian, I can't help. I can't help. I can't help. I can't help. I can't help.
What?
I can't help letting them have their way with me. If I like them. I don't think I could help letting you.
Well, that's okay. I wouldn't need help.
Oh, 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 oh.
Does this mean you like me?
What do you think?
I'm having a little trouble getting my brain in gear right now.
Oh, oh, Carl. Oh, Carl. Oh, Carl. Oh, Carl. Carl, please. Carl. Carl? Carl, please. Please, please don't ask me to have sexual intercourse with you.
Huh?
Please don't ask me to have sexual intercourse with you.
How about if we do it without asking?
Oh, Carl, please, please don't ask me. I just don't think I can say no right now. Isn't that awful?
It depends on how you look at it.
Oh, I've slept with so many comedians. I'd feel disgraced if I slept with another. You wouldn't want me to disgrace myself, would you?
Well, all right. If that's the way you feel.
Dirty man. You talked me into it. Will you help me undress?
Only if you help me.
Oh.
And that's how I finally lost my virginity. I almost fainted when her clothes came off. At last, I was finally going to experience all the warm, wonderful delights of a woman's body. There she was, nude and soft and round, waiting to welcome me in. I felt so complete as we rubbed together, and it was all...
Joke me! Joke me! Tell me a joke. Yes, I told you I think comedy's sexy.
But now?
Come on, I thought you were supposed to be funny.
I can't think of jokes now.
Nice. All that big talk, but when the time comes, you can't perform.
Oh, I want to hear a joke. Let me see. Is there a laugher in the house? I know you're out there because I can hear you wincing.
No, not your old routine. I've had that. Give me something new.
Do you want to do a routine?
Okay.
Okay. You be the straight man.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what do I have to do?
Just respond.
Okay.
You can respond, can't you?
Say something funny. I'll respond.
Okay. Say, who's that lady? I saw you screwing in your dressing room.
Who was that lady? I saw you screwing in your dressing room.
Yeah. That was the lady? That was a critic. How was it?
It's just what I needed.
Really?
Thanks to you, I'll never be tempted to sleep with another comedian again.
I'd hoped that after the first time, it would be easier to get laid, but...
Sorry, I don't date comedians.
I don't date men named Carl.
I'm sorry, I don't date Jewish men.
I don't date Jewish comedians named Carl.
Well, that's okay. I don't take it personally.
Sounds like you didn't have much of a sex life.
Soon got worse.
Worse? How could it have gotten worse?
I got married.
So I said, I don't know why it's so hard to find a girlfriend. I look night and day. I look near and far. I look high and low. And he said, that's it. It's the way you look. I couldn't find a girlfriend because of the way I look.
Maybe it's the lousy jokes you tell.
Thank you. We're glad to have you here with us tonight. It's the least we can do for the rest of the world. How come they have laws against alcohol, but none against him? Well, the MC's waiting to see you, so thank you.
Why don't you use the Under the Rock gag? Why don't you end your routine with the old Under the Rock gag? I've looked everywhere to find my girlfriend. I've left no stone unturned. Maybe that's why she looks like something you'd find under a rock.
What's the matter with my joke about it's the way I look?
Nothing. If you don't mind not getting any laughs. I mean, now, it might work if you had a partner who insulted you. But it isn't funny listening to you insult yourself. And besides, it doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
You're a very attractive man.
Okay, I'll use your joke. May I thank you by taking you to dinner?
I've been hoping for weeks that you'd ask me out.
Frances was a singer. She was crazy about me. But she wouldn't go to bed with me.
But everybody in vaudeville does it.
I don't.
I know, I haven't been crawling the walls because I'm breaking any human fly act. But why don't you? Everyone else fools around.
Do you?
Okay, everyone fools around with you, me, and one of Scrooge's trained seals. But for me and the seal, it's not a matter of choice. We'd like to, given the opportunity.
Great. You can pair off with the seal.
It's you I want. It's you I need.
I'm waiting until I'm married.
Okay, then. I guess we'll just have to get married.
It's beautiful.
Oh, and so we were wed. I should have married Scrooge's seal. Sweetheart, are you coming out?
In a minute.
You've been in there an awfully long time.
Well?
You're beautiful. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Is there anything I can do for you?
Do you think you could talk to the manager about my spot on the bill? He's got me after the jugglers, and I told him that I didn't...
is there anything I can do to get you in the mood?
Oh. No, you're doing just fine.
You don't seem very aroused.
I'm about as aroused as I'm gonna get.
Well, couldn't you...
What?
Couldn't you try to enjoy it?
Why should I enjoy having that thing jammed into my guts?
I don't know. I never thought of it in those terms before.
All right. All right. I'll try, but let's just do it, okay? Well,
I can't seem to get in.
I'll try harder.
If I try any harder, I might damage myself.
Push.
Look, I've only got one of these things. I don't want to break it. Look, maybe we both need to relax. I've heard the first time can be rough for a woman.
This isn't my first time. I wouldn't blame you if you hated me. But I hope you can forgive me. I just don't like sex very much.
Why did you tell me?
Because I hoped it would be different with you. And I was afraid that you wouldn't want to marry me. Carl, I do love you.
Am I supposed to give up sex entirely?
Couldn't you be happy with just laying on top of me?
Could try. I guess I could have had the marriage and no. I figured bad sex is better than no sex at all. And in a way, I did love her.
worry, I'll take you for a spin. I need you to hold me. I want you to scold me. I need a man in my arms tonight.
That was wonderful. Something bothering you?
Only everything.
I've been thinking maybe I'd do better with sketch comedy. I've written a routine for a man and a lady comic, but I need a partner. How'd you like to try your hand at comedy?
Could I? Oh, Carl, I've always known I could do comedy if I just had the chance. I'll make you so proud of me.
I'm already proud of you.
I don't deserve a guy as nice as you.
True words were never spoken.
We're closed. I said we're closed.
Oh, please, nothing. You just got to see me.
Look, lady. Now then, what seems to be the problem?
Doctor! I feel just terrible.
Feel pretty good to me.
But I'm depressed.
Whatever gave you that idea? Why don't you tell me what's really bothering you?
I'm single.
That's funny. I'd swear you were double.
But I want to get married.
I'm sorry. That's not a medical problem.
Then why does my mother keep telling me to find a doctor?
Maybe I should see your mother about that. On second thought, I'd rather see more of you. Let's get on with the examination.
Doctor, do you see any reason why I shouldn't be married?
I haven't started looking yet. Two can play at that game.
I know other games two can play at, Doctor. Like marriage.
Wait a minute. You don't want to marry me?
Why not?
Well, I don't have any money. I'm broke.
You can charge your patients higher prices.
And I'm sick. I'm a very sick man.
You're a doctor. Kill yourself.
I can't afford my new higher prices.
I don't care if you're sick. I'll marry you anyway.
I'm not even the doctor. I'm really the janitor.
I'll still marry you.
I got no money. I got no manners. I got no education.
That's okay. I got no husband. And to tell you the truth, I'm gonna have a baby.
That doesn't... Get out! Get out immediately!
And if I'm not married when I have the baby, I won't inherit the $1 million my father left me.
Get out immediately and get the marriage license. I always wanted to marry a girl like you.
The act was good. Took me down to third place on the billing. If only she'd been as good in bed as she was on the stage.
It was a little bit better tonight, wasn't it?
I suppose so.
Didn't you like it any better?
No, not really.
I thought we were making some real progress.
Well, I couldn't wait until it was over.
The audience liked it.
What did they know? I hate playing that man chasing nitwit. Why can't you chase me?
Fine, I'll play the nitwit.
Where are you going?
To write a new sketch.
It can wait until morning.
No, I'll write it now. Dear Karen. Who's Karen? Dear Karen. I think I'm going crazy.
I can remember how much I wanted to get married, but I can't remember why. Carl is very sweet, but every morning when I wake up and I find him laying there in the bed next to me, I hate him for being there. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have your love to sustain me. Karen, my love, I want to be with you always. Your lips are the only lips, and your skin the only skin. And love, the only love. We are one joy, one love, one complete happiness. And I am yours forever. Love, Francis.
Must have hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, but I survived. I've always been a survivor. Maybe it's a surveyor I've always been. I've always been something. Who is it?
Is this where Carl Peckham lives?
For the next few seconds.
Carl? It's me, Carol.
Carol?
Carl? Carl? What happened?
I was just taking down my ceiling lamp. I wanted to make it to a medallion, a large tie pin or something.
Looks like I almost lost a friend. Let me take that off.
I was working on a gimmick for my act, you know, something the audiences might really enjoy. So I decided to try suicide. I tried to hang myself, but the lamp wouldn't support my weight, and it fell on my head, and then the wires almost electrocuted me. No idea trying to kill yourself was so dangerous. What are you doing in town?
I'm with the touring company. We're doing Romeo and Juliet, but no one's using an Italian accent. I heard about your divorce. I'm sorry.
So am I. I didn't want a divorce. I wanted her burned at the stake. But the state doesn't recognize witchcraft as a capital offense.
I'm sure she feels badly, too.
Yeah, well, I'm planning on forgiving her. Right after Attila the Hun, Benedict Donald, and John Wilkes Booth. Tell me about yourself. I mean, I'd like to see the show.
Oh, don't even bother. I shouldn't have mentioned it. I'm only in the crowd scenes. But I understudied Juliet.
Why don't you quit the tour and work with me? We can do an act.
I'm not a comedian. I'm an actress.
So act the part of a comedian.
I want to do drama.
Fine, I'll let you do Lady Macbeth.
In vaudeville?
Sure, the famous scene when Macbeth comes home and finds Hamlet hiding under the bed. It'll be sensational.
Poor Hamlet, what are you doing in my wife's underwear? That is the question.
No.
Please, it'll be fun.
No.
Please, please, please. I need a friend right now.
I know. This has been a hard time for you.
I think Gus had a better time with the Little Bighorn.
I don't want to make it any worse.
All I need is a friend. Just until my life starts making sense again.
But life doesn't make sense.
Then just until I can trick myself into believing it does. Please.
Oh, no. Not that puppy dog look. All right. But just until you're feeling better.
That was the beginning of Carol Martin's In a Trained Cat. Took me down to the full spot. Just good billing.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, won't you please welcome my trained cat, Carl.
Thank you. And oh, please welcome my trained human Carol, who will jump through the hoop.
The cat's the one that does the tricks.
Well, in that case, for my first trick, I will saw Carol in half.
Not magic tricks, cat tricks. Meow. Jump.
First pay my fee. I'm a feline.
Just don't be a cheetah.
Okay. Closer. Closer. Closer.
How close do you want it?
How about behind me? Okay, look. Okay, you put through the hoop. Applause for the great cat.
You're pretty proud to be a cat, aren't you?
You bet. Cats were worshipped in ancient Egypt. They built us great tombs, and the greatest tomb of them all was the tomb of the unknown cat.
The unknown cat?
Sort of a tomb that may concern.
I think you need a tomb for that joke. Sit.
All right, all right.
Beg.
I met a mouse who said he hadn't had a bite.
So I ate him.
Play dead.
Ooh! Oh, I feel sick. Oh, I ate a bad mouse and now I feel rotten. Oh, I think I'm dying. Oh, what a catastrophe. Oh, what a cataclysm. Oh, is this the end?
I certainly hope so. Carl? Carl?
I'm not dead, I was just kidding. It's out 9 lives, so I have 8 more death scenes I can play. Now for my next scene...
Carl.
This Carol.
If you shut up next time, I'll jump through the hoop.
For once in my life, things were going pretty well.
Fantasizing about those chorus girls again?
Yeah. I'm imagining how each one of them would tell me they had lost.
A sweet guy like you. Carl, if you just ask any of those girls to go out with you, I bet she'd jump at the chance.
Once I asked the girl to go with me to Lover's Leap. She said she'd jump at the chance. I don't do well with women. They just don't want to go out with me.
I'll go out with you, Carl. Meet me in my dressing room after the show. I'll take you to a little speakeasy I know. For a drink.
Looks like you got yourself a chorus girl.
Something's wrong here.
That's just what you wanted, remember?
I sense something's wrong.
A beautiful woman just threw herself at you.
When people throw things at me, I tend to duck.
Well, don't duck. And you'd better have a good time tonight, or I'll be very disappointed in you.
Something's very, very wrong. Beautiful lady wants to have a drink with me. What's the catch? She probably just wants to mother me. That's it. She heard me talking to Carol, and she feels sorry for me, so she wants to mother me. Hello, Mom? It's me, Carl. Hope I'm not too early.
I don't mind if you don't love me. I got the other girls to leave. We got this entire dressing room all to ourselves.
I thought you wanted to go to a speakeasy.
Welcome to my favorite speakeasy. I call it Ellen's place. I'm Ellen. You want this?
No, thank you.
Don't be afraid of hurting me. I've been hurt plenty of times. I can take it.
Yeah, but there's a difference between taking it and begging for it. I can't help noticing that you've been drinking.
Yeah, so? I like booze and sex. Same as men. Have you got something against that?
No, every girl should have a hobby.
What do you think of my breasts?
They're very breasty.
Damn right they are. I heard you talking today to that what's-her-name, that Carol. You sounded so lonely.
Well, loneliness isn't so bad.
You don't ever have to be lonely again. Hey, what's the matter? Are you a pansy?
No.
Prove it.
Ellen, you seem a little troubled.
Is it so terrible to want a little affection?
No, but I detect a trace of hostility.
That hostile? Is it, you pansy?
It's not something I'd find on a Valentine's card.
So why don't you go back to that bitch, Carol? You don't have to worry that she'll ever do anything but tease you.
Oh, wait a minute, Carol and I are just friends.
Oh, of course you are, you pansy.
Well, I hope we can be adult about this.
Carl, isn't it about time for your date?
The date's been canceled due to insanity.
Oh? And how long have you been insane?
Not me, Ellen. She's crazy. As soon as I got in the dressing room, she started kissing me and
You've met an attractive woman who's obviously nuts about you.
she's obviously nuts.
I want you to go see Ellen right now and apologize for leaving. Now.
All right, I'm on my way. Well, Ellen, it's me, Carl. I'm sorry. It was all my fault. I apologize. Okay? I gotta go now.
Carl, please come in.
I just wanted to apologize.
Oh, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm the one who should apologize. I get so lonely on the circuits. Always living in a crowd, never being close to anyone. And then you seemed so nice. But I was afraid you wouldn't like me. So I had a drink. And then I drank too much.
Well, that's okay.
I really do like you.
Well, I have to go, really. So...
I ruined everything, haven't I?
No, that's okay, really.
Then hold me for just a minute, please. Please stay. Please. Don't you like holding me? Don't you like the way I feel? I could make you so happy. I could.
I shouldn't have stayed. But I wasn't strong enough to go. Her body was so beautiful. I couldn't resist the attraction.
Carl, now that we're lovers, I think that you should get rid of Carol and put me in the act.
Hey, wait a minute. Carol and I are a team.
Oh. What about us? I just made love to you. What's that bitch ever given you?
Good timing and great delivery.
I can do that.
Great idea. Ellen can work with you and I can pursue my career.
The act needs you.
No, it doesn't. All I do is feed you straight lines. Carl, look, you're out there every night making people laugh, doing what you've always wanted. Shouldn't I get a chance to do what I've always wanted?
It won't be the same without you.
Ellen will be fine. Trust me.
I'll be fine. Trust me.
So I trusted them.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, won't you please welcome my trained human, Carl.
A human cat. Sam a cat.
I'm a cat.
For my first trick, I'm going to saw Ellen in half. Well, someone beat me to it. Obviously, she's not all there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part where Carl jumps through the hoop, only he wants to be paid first because he's a felon.
That's feline.
Feline.
Cats were worshipped in Egypt. I'm proud to be a cat. In Egypt, they built us great tombs, and the greatest tomb of all was the tomb of the unknown cat.
Why was he unknown?
Maybe he had an act with you.
Your eyes, neither.
Drop dead.
You're supposed to say play dead.
Not drop dead, play dead.
Drop dead anyway.
Act seemed a little short tonight.
Why do you keep changing the act?
Why do I? Every night you get different lines wrong. If you can't learn your lines, at least memorize your mistakes.
You don't care anything about me, do you? The only thing you care about is sex.
Sex? We haven't touched each other in a week.
Oh, and why should I touch someone who always blames me for everything? Oh, I don't know why you ever made love to me in the first place.
Because you asked me to?
Oh, so if I ask you to jump off a bridge, would you?
It's starting to sound like a good idea.
Hey.
Oh, shut up.
You two have got an important visitor. Big Ed Pirandosi.
Isn't he a gangster?
Big Ed doesn't like the word gangster. Let's just say he's a very serious businessman.
You saw our act tonight?
What does he want?
Revenge?
He needs performers for his speakeasy. Last month, he took our top act.
Hey, I'm not working in any speakeasy.
Uh-oh.
Which one of you guys is Fat Ed?
Big Ed.
Big Ed.
Yeah, well, listen, Eddie, we don't like being pushed around. Do we, Carl?
Me? I love being pushed around. Ever since I was a little baby in a carriage.
So you're right.
Yes, well, it needs a few changes, a line here and there.
It stinks.
Yes, I believe you put your finger on the problem. You see, but Ellen hasn't done comedy before, and...
Don't like kitties.
Big Ed hates cats.
Oh.
Don't like you.
Well, who can blame you? Me. Yuck, I'm disgusting.
I like her. Cute. Sexy.
But Carl and I are a team. I can't break up the team.
You can break the team, or we can break his legs.
I'd like to see you try.
Big Ed, you're a reasonable man. Whoa!
You don't have the guts to break his legs.
Give you $50 for her.
Gee, I'd like to help you, but I don't think it's legal to sell human beings, especially at such cheap prices.
My lawyer said okay. Good lawyer.
You guys are just a couple of pansies.
Pay you $50. Pay her $500 a week.
500 bucks? That's more than I ever dreamed.
Thanks. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Yuck. Kitties.
Goodbye, Carl. Good luck. I'll miss you.
Bye. Good luck. Maybe I'll miss you, too. No, I won't.
Okay, Peckham. You're still going on tomorrow. You better find a new partner fast.
Where am I going to find a new partner?
Why don't you get that Carol back? She was good.
She left town last week.
Well, then why don't you take one out of the chorus line? Isn't that where you found Helen?
I'm not going to make that mistake again. I can't work with just anybody. I need talent.
That's for sure.
Ah!
Carl, I gotta go. Just see that you're ready to go on tomorrow.
Well, somebody in your act had better have some talent.
What are you doing here?
I was in town. I heard you were playing here.
You catch my routine?
I was exposed. I hope it isn't catchy. Since, when do you do an animal act?
Play the cat since we've divorced.
I was referring to your partner. Where'd you get that bimbo?
Why? You looking for one?
Ooh. Still holding a grudge.
No. You're my favorite vermin. I like you better than plague-infested rats. Where's your girlfriend?
Which one? I've had quite a few.
So did you come here to brag? You got something on your mind?
I heard you had a good act, but a bad partner. I'm a good partner.
You can't be serious.
She was right. And I hate to admit it, but all the time I was in vaudeville, I never had a better partner. So I took her on. But she insisted on some changes in the act.
He gets a little out of hand sometimes.
Take it out of hand. Who's the one cracking the bullwhip?
Tonight, as a special surprise, we're going to do things a little differently.
Oh, does that mean I get to crack the bullwhip?
No. Tonight, Carl is going to perform a new and dangerous trick.
How dangerous?
How would you like to jump through a hoop of fire?
How'd you like to get a new cat?
These people would love to see you jump through a fire hoop. Jump!
You maniac! What if I caught fire?
I'd put you out.
How?
Like this. And then I'd make you do it again.
And what if I caught fire again?
I'd put you out again. And every time you caught fire, I'd put you out. Even if it took all night. And do you know what they call that?
I shudder to think.
Putting the cat out for the night.
I knew it.
Yeah, the act was doing very well. But I wasn't. I was desperately lonely for a woman. Then one night we were in Los Angeles on the last stop on the circuit.
Nice show tonight, Mr. Peckham.
Thank you.
I've caught your act a number of times. You're very talented.
Well, bust my buttons. Why don't we go for a bite and you can flatter me some more?
That's kind of you to ask, but...
Please.
Thank you, but...
I'll be a perfect gentleman.
I'm sorry.
I'll be a perfect cat if that's what you want.
No.
I'll grow 3 inches taller. I'll become 10 years older. I'll find a way to change whatever is necessary, but please.
I don't want to go home alone again tonight.
Are you all right?
Oh, of course I'm not. It's the roaring 20s. Everybody's having a wild time, but somebody forgot to invite me to the party.
I'm sorry, but I'm meeting someone tonight.
Well, how about some other time?
Hi.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
That's all right. I was just talking to Mr. Peckham.
Good night, Carl. I'll see you tomorrow.
It was nice meeting you, Mr. Peckham.
Are you okay?
Hey, buddy, you seen Carl the Kitty around here anywhere?
I'm Carl the Kitty.
Ah, geez, I didn't recognize you without your tail. I got a business proposition for you.
I don't catch mice.
Nah, I mean the motion picture business. I'm looking for comics.
I'm a stage performer.
Well, you'd be great in pictures. You can do a whole series of Carl the Kitty shorts.
Can I ridicule women? Can I triumph over women?
Hey, you can do anything you want, as long as it's funny.
Yeah!
Are you sure you're Carl the Kitty?
No, I used to be Carl the Kitty. Let me do a picture as me. I swear it'll be the funniest thing you've ever seen.
I need cat comics. I was hoping you'd be the cat.
Just give me a chance.
I won't pay you as much as a person.
I'll do it for free. I'll write it for free and I'll be in it for free, but I need to make a change in my life.
Free? You're crazy. It's a deal.
And that's how I made my first picture, Dimwit's Inferno.
I've heard that's a classic.
You've never seen it?
Well, there's not much opportunity. I mean, people don't show silent films anymore.
Yeah, but not a day goes by that you don't see a hemorrhoid commercial. It's a wonderful world. was a popular little film. It made me into a popular little guy. Suddenly, I was getting invited to a lot of parties.
You little devil, you.
Excuse me, Mr. Peckham. I'm Barbara Osborne. May I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do you hate women?
I worship a women.
Then why did you portray them as sadistic pie-throwing devils?
I worship sadistic pie-throwing devils. It's a new cult.
Mr. Peckham, you threw a pie in your heroine's face.
Well, maybe I expressed a little resentment.
Resentment? Hostility is more like it.
So? Women have been hostile to me all my life.
And how do you think men have treated women?
I treated them like treasures, and they treated me like a sap.
We just want to be treated as human beings. We have feelings like you do. We have needs like you do.
My needs haven't been met in 26 years.
We just want to be treated fairly.
Fairly? You make yourselves up to be so desirable that revealing your legs, thrusting your breasts, wetting your lips, and then when we love you, you scorn us.
Love? You men don't love. All you want to do is get your hot, sweaty hands on our bodies.
Tempt our hands.
If we do, it's because you make us. I have never, ever met a single man who really cared about a woman's feelings.
I never met a woman who cared about a man's feelings.
Oh, you want to care about my feelings?
Yeah.
Then let's go to bed.
Sounds good to me.
Carl, is that you? Did you want to use this room? I'll be out of here in just a minute.
God.
I'll talk to you later, Carl, all right?
I assume this is an old friend of yours?
We went to high school together.
She's very attractive. You like her a lot, don't you?
Always have.
Well, look, if you want to be with her, then go ahead. I mean, really, there's no obligations here.
No. I want you now. When it was over, Barbara left and I stayed. I stayed in that bedroom for hours. I was afraid if I left, I'd see Carol making love to another man.
Oh, God.
Carl? I've been looking for you.
Must have fallen asleep.
It's good to see you again. How are you?
Fine. Just fine. Started making movies.
Yeah. I heard.
What have you been doing?
Still acting. I'm with a theater group.
Carol,
Yes?
what are you doing here?
I came for the same reasons you did, I suppose. To have a good time. Forget my troubles.
She didn't get involved with men.
I don't get involved. I just have sex. And I'm sorry you had to find out.
Why?
Because I hurt you.
Makes you think I'm hurt.
Well, we've been talking for 2 minutes and you haven't cracked a joke yet.
Once you said joking was my way of being serious.
Yes, but you're not joking. It's even more serious than regular serious. I don't know why I feel so sad. I'm not ashamed of what I do here. And I don't think you and your friend came up here to take a nap either. We've all had our share of fun.
Why'd you ever go to bed with me?
Because that wouldn't have been fun. Oh, I don't mean that it wouldn't have been good. I'm sure that you're a marvelously gentle and tender lover. It's just that you couldn't have let it just be fun.
I could have tried.
You love me, don't you?
Beyond anything. Forever, totally and absolutely.
See, you call that fun? I hear you say that and I flinch. I could never feel that kind of love for someone who keeps looking at me like he wants to consume me.
I won't consume you.
Then you'd just be disillusioned.
You want to give me a chance? Just one chance. I promise I won't consume you or get disillusioned.
Oh, Carl. I'm almost drunk enough to say yes.
You like another drink?
What the hell? Come here. Carl?
Sorry. I'm very sorry. You know, you mean so much to me. You've always. I was so nervous.
It's all right. You would have been disappointed anyway.
You know, once there was a time, a long time ago, when a friend of mine took me to a whorehouse. But I couldn't have sex without love. Now I can't have sex with love. Sorry.
It's all right. Forget about it. Anyway, I'm not feeling so well myself. I wonder what two-bit bootlegger made that awful stuff I've been drinking. I feel...
Carol? Are you all right?
No, you really love a woman deeply when you still think she's beautiful after watching her throw up quart after quart after quart.
We are quite a pair. Hey, I'm sorry we couldn't make love.
Well, at least we got to throw up together.
You always turn your pain into laughter, don't you?
Or maybe the other way around, something like that.
You keep in touch this time?
Try and stop me.
Carl Peckham. I have been looking everywhere for you.
Well, keep looking. You're bound to find me someplace.
I thought you hated women. But Barbara Osborne tells me I'm wrong.
She told me I was wrong, too. I bet she tells that to everyone.
She told me that you can be very affectionate.
What does she know?
You mean you really do hate women? I bet you wouldn't hate me. I can be lots and lots of fun.
Good. Why don't you go somewhere and enjoy yourself?
Oh. Maybe you'd like to talk to me. I'm hard to get. Seriously.
No, you're hard to take, seriously.
What about me?
You're just hard to take. From then on, I had to start making appointments 2 weeks in advance. Women couldn't keep their hands off me. I had more women than I knew what to do with. I used to know a lot of things to do with women.
But I don't. You've been telling me all about how women kept turning you down. What changed?
It was my success. Or maybe I stopped needing them. Maybe men and women are afraid to completely love each other. And they sensed there was only one woman they'd ever completely love.
But why haven't you been telling me about your success with women? According to this unauthorized biography, you've had several.
Who cares? It isn't funny. Success is never funny. There's nothing comical about a guy who gets laid all the time.
And Carol Martins, did you ever?
Never. She was my best friend. When she died 6 years ago, I thought the world would come to an end. This damn world doesn't know when to quit.
And that's why you've always made fun of women.
I made fun of everyone. Just nobody gets the jokes anymore.
Mr. Peckham, it's time.
I gotta get ready for this party the Comedians Guild is throwing me. They don't get the jokes anymore either, but the young ones want to get a look at me before I croak.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you, Mr. Peckham.
Sure, there's nothing more enjoyable than listening to someone rich and famous tell what a pathetic life he's had.
Well, good luck this evening. And by the way, happy birthday. If you want to see Carl Peckham, you better hurry. He's getting ready to go out.
I know. I'm his date.
Oh, aren't you a little young for him?
He's a friend of the family. In fact, he was my grandmother's best friend.
You're Carol Martin's granddaughter.
That's right. How did you know?
Well, he's been telling me his life story. I heard there'll be some women protesting outside the party tonight.
Well, I hope not. That would break his heart.
Well, why should he care? I thought he hated women.
He loves women. He just got a little bitter, I guess, because he never found anyone who loved him as much as he loved them.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Hope to see you around.
Me too.
Boss. Yeah, I talked to him. No, I got a new angle. No controversy. It's a love story.
Hey, Pex, you better bring your long coat. It's gonna be cold.
Uh-huh. Well, Tweety Bird, have you figured out what you're gonna be doing with your life?
Yeah. I'm studying acting. I want to be a famous movie star like you and Grandmother were.
Nice balloons.
Thank you. Wasn't it wonderful?
The part with your grandmother was.
Do you ever dream about the future?
Sure, I always dream about the next time I'll walk through the park with you.
No.
I mean the future like when we're all grown up. When I'm a great actress and you're a famous comedian. Won't that be so exciting? We'll make people laugh and cry. We'll both be rich and famous. What could be better than that?
Walking through the park with you?